Hey there, it's Susan Milner with Florida Future Realty, the broker and owner here in Cape Coral, Florida. And today I wanted to talk about business planning in real estate. I get asked all the time from new agents and even people that are just thinking about getting into real estate, can you help me with a business plan? What do I do? And there's not a real simple answer to it because everyone's business plan in real estate is going to look a little bit different. But I can tell you that I can't create a business plan for you any more than anyone else can create a business plan for you because your business plan is for you. So that being said, I do have a plan, a training that does go over the business plan, but what it makes you do is answer questions about what you want to accomplish. So without knowing what you want to accomplish, me writing a business plan for you would make no sense whatsoever. Me helping you set a goal makes no sense whatsoever. You have to be the one that sets your goal. For me, my experience that I've noticed with agents, especially those that maybe have a previous employment history somewhere, is that they should start with an income goal somewhere close to the amount of money that they had earned the year previous, or maybe 20 or 30% more than that. I have seen people that have gone from making $30,000 a year to making $100,000 a year, but that's rare circumstances. It would take a lot more effort. It's your mindset and your programming that kind of limits you. So if you come from, you've never hit above $40,000 a year, and now all of a sudden you're like, well, I'm doing 100,000 next year, and you don't truly believe that, and you don't put things in place to get there, you're probably not going to be able to hit that goal, and then you're going to be, kind of depressed, and this doesn't work, and I don't know if real estate's for me. So I suggest that you make a reasonable goal based upon past performance. I don't want to discourage you if you feel like you're going to hit the ground running and you're going to do whatever it takes. If you've only earned $40,000 and you know you can earn $70,000 or $100,000, go for it. Okay, I don't want to discourage you. However, I do want you to be realistic. And if you are kind of the self-doubting person and think, oh, this isn't going to work for me, I don't know what to do, set reasonable, realistic goals so that you can hit them. And then the next year, you'll have that confidence under your belt for the past year. Look, I went from 40 to 50 or 60. So this year, I'm going to go from 60 to 100. You have already the confidence and knowledge about real estate. More than likely, you'll hit the goal in the second year. So take things in stride and, make good plans. As far as a real estate business plan, I do want you to consider this your own business, because it is, regardless of what brokerage you're working for, it's still your business. And it's up to you to grow your business. And the biggest thing that I hear agents is, where do I get the business? They're great once they get the customer and, hey, give me more leads because I can close the leads. No, this is your business. You need to be out there prospecting, building the relationships in order to get the closings. That's the most important thing. And even if I can supply, usually my newer agents and then the, more experienced agents, I do supply them with, customers, and it's just more to supplement them, not supposed to be their full business. And here's why I don't want to be their full business, because if I'm constantly just giving you all of this business that you didn't know how to generate, you didn't spend any time, money, experience, anything on that, it doesn't mean as much to you. And what happens when I'm no longer giving you the leads and you don't know how to do it? You have to start with the basics. So what I suggest new agents do is to make a plan. Let's just say that it's $50,000 to make in the next 12 months. And I always like to do the next 12 months in case you're starting in the middle of the year or something. Just go the next 12 months. So from there, I want to break it down into, what's my average commission in this area? Is it 3,000? Is it 5,000? I don't know. You know your market. If you don't know your market, do some research and figure it out. So from there, I divide that into my 50,000. So say it's $5,000, and that is split 50-50 with my broker. So that ends up being $2,500 to me. So how many do I need in order to hit my $50,000? Do the math. Okay, so then I divide that into the months. So let's just say that, I figure that if I want to earn $50,000, I am averaging, let's just say, $2,500 per transaction. So I need to have 20 closings to make that. 20 closings, divide that by 12 months, you know, 1.5 a month, that's not a lot. Or two a month. So if I need 2 closings a month, I need to back that up into, if I don't necessarily know these numbers, ask other agents in the company or your broker, but let's just say that I need 3 contracts in order for 1 to close because 2 out of 3 are falling apart for whatever reason. Now that's really high numbers and hopefully yours are better than that, but let's just say. So then I know if I want to close 2 a month, I need 6 under contract. So in order to get 6 under contract, how many people did I have to talk to in order to get those 6 under contract? Did I have to talk to 30 people? Did I have to talk to 100 people? How many did I have to talk to? Let's just say the number is 60. So I talked to 60 people before I got 6 under contract, before I get 3 to close or 2 to close. So then I take those numbers and I know that, okay, if I need to talk to 100 people this month in order to hit that next month, divide that down into the days that I'm going to work. I don't care if you're working 5 days a week, 7 days a week, 3 days a week. As long as you're working and you're putting your time in, you can hit your goals. Most people waste the majority of their day. They go check their emails, then they go check Facebook, and before they know it, the day is gone and they've accomplished nothing other than nonsense. So being on Facebook is great and you can generate business that way, but just sending out a post there, hey, call me if you want to buy or sell real estate. I'm not calling you. You've given me no reason to call you. If you say, however, I have a list of distressed properties for sale under market value, fill out this form to get the list. Okay, that interests me because now that's a value. But most of the stuff that you're doing online is wasting your time. I want you to pick up your phone and actually call people that you know. I know it's amazing, but it works. And if you call the people in your sphere of influence, and I've made other videos on sphere of influence before, and you chat with them and you just see, are you looking to buy or sell in the near future? Do you know anyone who is? I would love to be your agent of choice or their agent of choice. If they say, no, I'm not, and no, I don't know anybody, great, that's fine. If you think of anybody in the next week or two, would you mind just sending me their information? I would love to chat with them. Great, you put that in their mind. Call them back in a couple weeks and ask them, did you hear anybody? Guaranteed they heard someone that said, I'm really thinking of selling my house, but I don't know who to list with. Well, you know what? Can I call him just, to introduce myself? Sure, his name is Joe and here's his phone number. So you call up Joe and you say, hey, our mutual friend Stan gave me your phone number. I just wanted to call and see if you might want to sit with me for a few minutes and see if I can help you sell your house. Great, sure, come over Tuesday. So I made the appointment, and that's half of the battle, and I go there and I sit there and I explain to them my business model, my marketing plan, and how I can help them. It's not rocket science, but you have got to be in front of people, building relationships, keeping in touch, making sure you're top of mind, and then scheduling the appointments. You can't just throw random things online and expect that business is coming to you. That's not how it works. So back to making a business plan. So we're going to set our income goal, break that down into transactions, break that down into how many had to be under contract to actually close that, and then break that out to how many people I had to talk to. And now I know each day what I need to do. If I need to talk to 100 people that month and I'm talking to people, let's just call it 20 days a month, I need to talk to at least 5 people every day to hit my goals. 5 people a day isn't that hard. I can call 5 people, every morning in 30 minutes. So get on the phones, go to networking events, meet people, talk to them about real estate. Make sure that if you're new, that you're studying the market, you know what's selling, you know the comps in the neighborhood, you're talking to people in the industry, and you're learning as much as you can so that you can compete with the experienced agents that can do this asleep. If you have any specific questions, you go to your broker and you ask them. And one of my agents comes to me with, a business plan, and they've kind of broken it down into, all these things, I can say, okay, that sounds completely realistic. How is it going for you? Are you making your calls? But if you come to me and say, I don't even know how to make a business plan, well, I don't even know how to start helping you because you don't even know what you're trying to accomplish. It goes back to roadmaps and now we all have GPS and we just randomly follow it, and sometimes it takes us off course. And trust me, I've seen that happen a lot to people. But it goes back to like the old atlas with the maps. And, I'm in Florida and I want to drive to California and I don't figure out my path. And I just like, well, I'll just start randomly driving and, pick up a hitchhiker along the way, as if, like I'm going to pick up a customer along the way here or there. Who knows where they're coming from or where or what or when or why. And I end up in New York. Well, I went the completely opposite direction, and now I've got to backtrack and figure out, oh, let me look at the map again, business plan again, and see what I did wrong. Well, I should have went west and I went east. Whatever it is, you have got to have a plan and you have got to execute it, and you have got to work on it every single day that you're supposed to be working. I'm all for taking time off and I'm all for balance, so don't take that as I want you to work 7 days a week. I don't. I prefer that you work 4 to 5 days a week. And in those 4 to 5 days, I expect you to be working. It's very easy to, first thing in the morning, you get in the office 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, make 30 minutes to an hour of your phone calls, or if evening hours are better, whatever works in your schedule, and then you have your time for actually meeting with customers, going out, showing properties, going on listing appointments. And if you don't have a listing appointment during that time block that you set for listing appointments, then you're on the phone calling people. You're doing something. You're buying a list of FSBO for sale by owners, expires, or you're calling people you know. You have to be out there building relationships in order for people to know that you're out there and that you can help them. You could be the best real estate agent in the world, but if nobody knows you exist, no one's going to call you. So don't feel like you shouldn't be out there talking about it. Turn on your TV. I mean, most of us don't watch a lot of commercials these days with all the internet and streaming and things, but if you watch commercials, major corporations that everyone already knows about are still advertising because they still want to be top of mind when somebody's looking for that product. You need to be top of mind when somebody's looking for real estate. And don't let yourself get into the trap of excuses. Oh, well, I'm not calling them because their cousin's a real estate agent, or I'm not calling them because I know they just sold their house and they don't need a real estate agent. Stop with the limitations. You call people, you talk to them, you build relationships. They might know someone who's looking to buy or sell. Don't turn away someone who, is looking for a rental and you're like, oh, that's only a small commission check. I'm not going to do it. Guess what? That's building a relationship. That's one more person that's out there saying what a great real estate agent you are. They're probably going to know somebody who's looking to buy or sell, and you're getting a snowball effect of all of these people that are saying great things about you versus, oh, well, don't call him. I called him and he can't be bothered with my little transaction. When you're new, you want all the business you can get. Obviously, if you have the option of selling a $500,000 house and renting for $200 paycheck, pick selling the $500,000 house. But when you're new and you don't have that now business, I don't want you wasting your time playing on the internet. I want you spending the time in front of a customer that you have the chance to earn an income. That's what we're in the business for, to earn an income and to help people buy and sell and rent real estate. I hope this video has been helpful. I know it's a little long, but it's so important. I have so many people that really just don't know where to start with the business plan and how to break it down and execute the plan. So again, this has been Susan Milner with Florida Future Realty, and I do have other videos helping real estate agents, and also we help buyers and sellers here in Cape Coral. So if we can help you, give us a call, 542-8521. That's 239-542-8521. And you can also go on our website at findcapecoralrealestate.com. We look forward to hearing from you. Thanks, and make it a great day.